So my name is Kate with Scott Leroy Marketing, and today we're going to be going over new agent orientation. So hopefully you are new to KW, and this will help you out a little bit. We're going to kind of talk about some resources for you guys as new agents. We're going to go over the Keller Cloud Setup Complete email, as well as how to receive that if you have not yet received it. And then we'll maybe take a look at Command just a little bit, but if you are looking for the basics, of Command, I definitely recommend checking out our Command overview classes on Mondays. And a quick little tip, if you would like to add this Scott Leroy calendar to your Google Calendar so you can easily access and join these classes, you can click this Add to Google Calendar button, and that will add that directly to your calendar so you can find those and access them. Okay. Um, so let's get started. So the first thing we want to do is I want to take a look at the Keller Cloud Setup Complete email with you guys. Um, so the Keller Cloud Setup Complete email is your completed setup, and you generally will receive this after you have done two things. So the very first thing you would do is complete your Market Center invitation with your local KW office. That is usually sent over through email. So that would be the first step. And then you would complete our Scott Leroy questionnaire. Generally, each office is a little different on how the agent receives and completes the questionnaire. So in some offices, they're completing that on your behalf to make it a little bit easier on you. Or they're sending you that, redirecting you to our website, whatever the case may be, you'll be completing a questionnaire. Now, those questionnaires can be found on our Scott Leroy website. If you're accessing our Scott Leroy website, you will need to log in. As you can see, I am logged in, so it's giving me the log out. The login for the Scott Leroy website is going to be your Market Center number. So if your Market Center is number 252 or 338, you're going to use that Market Center number to access anything on our Scott Leroy website. Now, with that being said, the questionnaires, they're a little different based on where you're at with real estate. However, when you click on one of these, they're all going to redirect you to the exact same questionnaire. And it will allow you to select from the available questions. Now, these questions are going to be better answered if I kind of explain the different questionnaires listed here. So let's go over these. So a new agent questionnaire, that's going to generally just mean you're new to Keller Williams. You may or may not have had your license previously with another office, but you are new to KW. So that's going to be you are a new agent. If you're an admin, so this would fall if you are going to be performing transaction coordination, marketing support, team support, whatever that kind of looks like. If you're not going to actually be a licensed agent, or if you don't hold a license, you would fall under this category. Capper. A capper is going to be generally an agent that is coming from a different brokerage, or a different KW. Generally, this means you have quite a few transactions under your belt. Most likely you currently have deals going on, and we need to hurry up and get your setup up and running as soon as possible, so that those people that you're working with on transactions don't have any lapse in business. So that's just a capper. It means you've probably got production going on. You have quite a few deals under your belt, that kind of thing. Expansion. An expansion agent is going to be any KW associate that is going to hold a role or a license in more than one KW office. So if you are in a state that is bordered to another state and maybe your office only holds one license, but you get the other, you would kind of fall under that expansion because you would have two different Keller Williams offices that you belong to. Hidden. A hidden setup, again, is generally someone who is currently with another brokerage or another KW office, but usually another brokerage in general. And you haven't fully transitioned your license. You're not ready to fully move everything over. Maybe you have a deal that you're trying to finish closing. Um, and you want all of your KW systems set up so that when you do move, that transition is a lot quicker and easier. This allows us to set you up with hidden profiles so that your profiles are not being displayed on kw.com or anywhere else that the public can see them until you've officially moved your license. Market Center staff, pretty self-explanatory. This would be someone that is joining the leadership team in your local office. Returning. A returning agent is going to be any agent that has previously been with KW. Now, this could be you were with Keller Williams 10 years ago, or 2 months ago, 5 days ago. If you left for any length of time and you are coming back to Keller Williams, you would fall under that returning category. Now, next is team. This would just be you are joining a team. It just lets us know we need to set up your profiles to make sure that team is displayed. So if you are joining as a listing agent, buyer's agent, admin, you can fall under this one as well. Any of those, you would be on a team. A tech refresh. This is great for our agents that have been with Keller Williams for a while, and maybe they want to make sure they are utilizing all of the tech services that we offer. Maybe you were onboarded a year ago and there were certain services we weren't providing a year ago that we are now. You could complete a tech refresh and we can audit your systems to make sure you are taking full advantage of everything we have to offer for onboards. And then lastly, a transfer agent. A transfer agent would generally be any KW associate that is going from one KW office to another KW office. So maybe you're moving states and you need to move, or you just are transferring your license to a different area that's closer to you, something like that, you would be transferring. So those are the different kind of questions that you'll kind of see as you're going through this questionnaire. Again, any of these questionnaires you click on are going to redirect you to the same screen. But us kind of clarifying those questions and what they're meant for helps you to better identify these questions as you're going through that questionnaire. Right. So the next thing is that setup. So once you've completed your Market Center invite and once you have completed your Scott Lower questionnaire, you'll generally get an email that looks very similar to this one here. It will say something along the lines of Keller Cloud Setup Complete. It should have your name and it should have your Market Center number. Now we put that Market Center number on everything pretty much because again, that is your code to access our website and other things like that. So knowing that is going to be important. But you should have this email. You should have a little GIF video playing on here. And then right below that, you should see Welcome Aboard to Keller Williams. To access your logins, please click here and enter your Market Center number. As you can see, we've entered your Market Center number again for you. So we are excited to have set up all of KW technology, and we can't wait to help you even further with your journey at KW. If there's anything else, reach out to us at any time. I cannot emphasize that enough, you guys. If there's anything at all that comes up, we as a support team are here to help you guys, not just at onboarding, but long after. So you can always reach out to our support email for help. I am not sure on the question that I'm getting in the chat. It looks like it's a direct one, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure what Shogami is. So if you want to provide me some more detail, I can see if I can help you. All right, so keep going. You should also see some links or some attachments in your Keller Cloud setup. You should generally have 2 QR codes. One of those is going to be a QR code to your KW consumer website. So branded to you, and anyone that goes to that website and signs up for an account and starts looking at properties, you're going to be notified of that. So this is a great thing to keep and utilize on different marketing that you might create. Now you should also have one for your KW branded consumer app. Again, similar to your website, branded to you. And when anyone downloads that and logs in using you as the agent, you're notified of that interaction. A contact is added to command and you can see some of their interactions on the branded app. So these are great QR codes again to keep and utilize for different marketing you might create. That way you have somewhere to direct people. One thing with these two sites, the consumer app and the consumer website, you, the agent, will not have logins for those. They are consumer accounts, so you can create an account like any other consumer would. It's just not something we set up during onboarding. So you won't have a login for those. You can access and make edits to those within the command platform. A couple of questions. Um, I'm gonna maybe skip over some of these questions. I want to make sure we get through all the content, and then I will absolutely come back to these questions. We generally don't take a full hour for this class, so we will have more than enough time to go through these. So please keep dropping them in the chat, but if I pass over them, I will come back to them. All right, so let's go back to setup. So the next thing I want to do, you guys, is click, oh, I'm sorry, we have one more attachment. And the other attachment is a just join forces with Keller Williams graphic. This image is for you to utilize, share on social media, share through command, however you'd like to let people know you're a real estate agent now. You can't get business if you're a secret agent, so making sure that people know is going to be super important when you're getting started. So downloading this and utilizing this to let people know is going to come in handy. So this is just a bonus for you guys, added for you guys to use. If you did not submit a photo when you completed your questionnaire, yours may be missing that. You can, of course, reply to this email with your headshot, and we can add that to the graphic, as well as your marketing in command. So if you're missing that, just send it over. So the next thing we want to do is click here on this little link. And we're going to enter that market center number. Again, that's going to be based on your office. A couple of things that I like to point out first and foremost on this page. This banner at the very top, you'll see that they usually have update, lock, unlock, things like that. These are for internal use for our support team. Same as this KWU name and the 16-digit code. So you will not need these or have access to these in order to view your setup. It's just for our setup team as we're completing your setup. Moving down though, we have again, Keller Cloud Setup Complete for Market Center. There's a quick little video here that you guys can watch. It's going to go over a lot of the information that we're covering today. And just we're letting you know that all of your systems are set up here, your usernames and passwords that we've created. We strongly recommend to keep this for at least 90 days. I recommend keeping it for your entire time you're with KW. You never know when you might need to reference something in here. I know I was at an office for a long time and referenced mine for years, so definitely save these, keep them handy. You'll also see SLM website password. Again, we're just letting you know if there's anything on our Scott Leroy website that you're looking to access, that login password is going to be your Market Center number. Notes from your onboarding team. I always emphasize making sure you read this. It can vary from setup to setup. If our setup team was unable to set something up for you, maybe there was an issue with command that day or something like that, we would put those notes here and next steps, whether that be to reach out to us or next steps for you. So checking these notes can be super important. Also, if you didn't include a biography or photo, you may see a simple reply like this one to go ahead and reply to this email with those pieces of information. So if you were to reply to this email and send those over, we can get those updated for you. Now moving down, you'll see that we have the KW username. This will be your agent username and your agent password. These logins will be for Command, My KW, KW Connect, your Command mobile app. So that is different from the consumer. But you'll use these logins for most of your KW platforms. One thing with this, your username will not be case sensitive. So if you have capitals in that, you don't have to worry. However, your password will be case sensitive. It is very touchy. So if you're copying by double clicking, you want to make sure you get every piece of information. As you can see, it's not capturing that exclamation. And in some cases, when you're copying and pasting, it will add like a space before or after. For example, cloud, it has a space copied after that word. If you're copying and pasting, it is going to apply that space. So it may cause your password to fail. So just pay close attention to spaces before and after those passwords and making sure everything is there. Next is your Google Workspace. So this is your Keller Williams email. This is your Google Drive, Google Docs. You get access to pretty much all of the different Google components by having access to the KW emails. You do sign in through them to them through gmail.com. Same as any other Gmail. You would just put at kw.com instead of gmail.com. Password, again, some additional resources for you guys. If you've requested for this to be forwarded to a different email, you'll see that here. And again, those other resources. Now moving down, we have our KW Command IDX website. This is your branded consumer website. So if I copy this and paste this is going to be my branded consumer site. This is where I can send people to view properties, to search for properties. This is also where they can see all of my featured listings, testimonials, all of that good stuff can be found here. You'll see your branding, both your name and your photo, as well as your personal information on that site. Again, if you click login here, you will need to create a login. Those are not currently set up for you. Moving along, your kw.com agent profile. This profile is going to be the profile that shows on kw.com. So the generic Keller Williams site. This is the profile that would show when you're searching an agent under the Find an Agent. So if we were to come here and search for Scott, I'm not sure he comes up, but he would generally pop up here if we had his turned on. So that is how you display there, and that is what that link is for. Sorry, we've got a lot of tabs now. Now the next one we have is your command email. This is your mail that is used through command for replies when you're sending smart plans or email campaigns, anything sent through command. This is going to be where those replies come to. Next is your consumer link, again, branded to you. It should have a code at the end. When you're sharing that link, you should see that code in the link itself. You can also share this link directly from the Command mobile app, which in my opinion is the easiest way to share that out with other people. You'll also see some Keller Home Loans and Keller covered links. In some cases, you'll see Twilio. This is not generally a service that we do set up, though. It is a paid-for service. You do need to select a subscription, enter payment information, so not something we're generally capable of doing since we don't have that information for you. But this is one that we strongly encourage agents to set up because it is used to send mass texting through your smart plans. A couple of questions. Let me just peek really quick. Okay, we're going to come back to most of those. I will answer all of your questions though, guys. Do not worry. Next is your DocuSign. In some offices, you may see DocuSign or .loop. You may see both, depending on your office. This direction comes directly from your Market Center staff to our team as to what your office is utilizing. So we generally set up whatever the office is requesting. DocuSign accounts are free and included with KW. So those are with your office. However, there are some offices that are not using it. So we're setting up .loom for those instead. But you should see your logins here as well as some additional links and information. Now, one thing I want to point out for DocuSign, every person will have their own security question. So this is a reason I recommend keeping this. We have people from a year or 2 years ago that sometimes need the security question to reset their logins. And these are specific to each agent, so they are included on your setup. We will skip over HomeKeeper. I know they've recently done some changes, so I'm not 1000% sure that we are still setting that up. But we are setting up these additional logins. So TidyCal, this is similar to Calendly. It allows people to schedule appointments with you. So we will set those up under your KW email and create a shareable link for you guys to use. So that is a great service. Blink is going to be a digital business card. So you can have that. It has a QR code. It allows you to share your contact information. The Command mobile app does have a digital business card. However, it doesn't allow a photo or any additional information to be included. So that's the reason we've utilized the Blink is it allows photos and a ton of other information to be incorporated. Zoom and Canva. These are all free accounts, you guys, so there's no paid account for these. These are just additional services we are providing to you guys to hopefully make things easier. So Zoom, that's great for jumping on these classes. Canva, great one for additional templates and design support. So great place to go to create different marketing. Now there is, of course, designs within Command as well. Down below, we have some helpful resources. Again, other websites and things. Next steps. So these are some other things we can help you guys with, and we're going to go over a lot more of these. But initial things to kind of get you started. Sending us your database. So generally, we recommend new agents export their contacts from their mobile device. Send those over to us. We can reformat and put them into your command for you. It's a great way to start, hopefully, generating some new business with people that you know. Also, if you have files in another platform, maybe you were previously with another database, or you have another business where you have contacts, that would be great to include. We go over how to let people know you've joined Keller Williams. So there's a little tutorial here. We do have some jump starts and challenges. We're going to take a look at those on our Scholar website, as well as biography tips and tricks. We'll check that out. And then, of course, you can always find additional training on our website and YouTube channel. Down below, lastly, some additional contact numbers and emails. These are the most important ones that we generally see people needing. So we recommend, again, keeping this email, having those numbers and emails handy. Okay. We are no longer setting up Calendly. You are welcome to set one up. They made some changes to their packages, and we just find that TidyCal is a better option currently. Keisha, you can email us over your contacts. It just needs to be a CSV file or an Excel file, and you could just email that over to us so we could get started on that. All right, you guys, I will come back to everyone else's questions, but we're going to head back over to the Scott Leroy website. I'm going to close a couple of these tabs. So the next thing we want to really take a look at on our website is other resources that we can help you with to kind of kickstart your business and also to provide resources to you guys, because that is what we are. We're here to help you guys with whatever we can. Most of the support we're going to take a look at is going to be under this agent resources tab. So the first thing we have is new agent websites. If you're looking to make enhancements yourself, this is going to be a great spot for you to come and find some training resources. So a ton of videos and articles to help you. You'll also find our training calendar. Most of our website classes are on Tuesdays. So if you're interested in enhancing your website, that would be a great place to come. Live webinars, this is how you can jump on our live training that we're currently on. So any of our live classes, you can just click that button and it will redirect you straight to Zoom. We then have the training calendar. So we took a look at the training calendar when you first got on. This is where you can come find all of our training classes, jump on the live classes. You can vote on upcoming classes. Every other Friday, we let you guys kind of decide what you'd like to see. So you can check those out. You can also find PDFs of those classes that you can download, hang at your desk or office if you have one. And then down below, some overviews of the class. So these are going to give you kind of a description of each of those classes and what kind of is gone over during that class. Now moving along, we have challenges. So SLM challenges. This is going to be a great place. Again, come and find things to kickstart your business. So we have some 30-day challenges getting started with us as well as Command. Again, jumpstart with SLM, DocuSign, if you're trying to learn DocuSign or Team. Those two can be a little bit tricky if you're trying to learn them. There's also some Keller Cloud cheat sheets. These go over different questions, resources, guiding you through steps to take to, accomplish certain things. Same for digital marketing tips and Tech 101. So resources for you guys to come and find additional training and support. Now below that, we have our recorded training classes. This is going to be any of our classes we've previously taught. So you can come here and find a full playlist. So if you're interested in DocuSign, you can check out that link and it will give you the YouTube playlist of all of our past DocuSign classes. So you can come here and watch those. Um, Generally, if they're the same class, you probably don't need to watch all of them, but you may occasionally find a tech tip that going over something specific. So those are great to check out. Moving down, agent support, we're going to spend quite a few minutes on this specific page. This is where you can come and find all of the different things we can do to help you. So it makes it a little easier on you because we're doing the work for you. So creating a new bio. If you need help with your bio, maybe you're not sure what to include, you can come here. We can write one for you if you want. So you just click that please write for me and we will write a bio for you. You can include different things you'd like to include in that. So what do you want to highlight in your bio? And we can get one created for you and then add that to your command platform. So you can also just have us update yours if you need to. Importing those files, you can also come here to do that. You can simply just email us. Our email is support@Scott Marketing. Let me drop that in the chat really quick for you guys. You can always just email us with any questions you guys have or send those over directly. Updating database contact information smart plan. So this is a smart plan we can set up for you guys to help capture additional information you might be missing for your different contacts. Now down below, we have some other support, our monthly newsletter. We create a monthly newsletter every month with new content relevant to that month, and we will send that out to your database for you. Now, if you were to click on that link, it's a short little form getting some basic information from you, and you could decide, do you want this sent to all contacts? Do you want it sent to certain people? Or do you just want us to add it to your command and you're going to send it out yourself? So this is just a great monthly touch to any of your contacts to kind of just hopefully stir up some interest and keep people engaged in what you're providing. Now we have some free marketing templates. We're going to come back to this one at the end. This one is in a couple of places. If you're needing help with API Nation though, or importing Top Producer, Smart Plan Setup, if you were to check that one out, KWRI has up to 10 smart plans they've created. You can pick and choose which ones you'd like us to add for you, or if you want to include all 10 of the Keller Williams ones, you can do that and we'll add them to command for you. Spring cleaning smart plan. Then we have some extra support with KWs or just getting started. So if you did not have a full setup and you wanted help with specific things, you can come here. I know I saw a question about QR creation. We're happy to create those for you. You can fill out this form or you can just email our support email and say, I need a QR code. Here's the URL. We will create a QR code for you. So all we need is that URL. If you need help with updating headshots or databases, again, biography, things like that, we're happy to help. All of these will redirect you to a quick little form for you to complete so we can get started. Now, next is branding. So if you're leaving or joining a team, you can fill these out. If you're changing market centers or socials have changed, phone numbers, etc., some basic things, you can come here and fill these out and we'll go in and update. The reason we offer to update a lot of these things is because Keller Williams has about 3 profiles and currently none of them communicate with each other directly. So you've got to update those phone numbers and emails in multiple places, which is why we try to help you and just do that for you because we know exactly where to go for all of those. If you're interested in adding your KW office calendar to Gmail, aliases, things like that, you can fill those out. And then some website support. So I showed you where you can find resources where you can make enhancements. We can also help with some things. So if you're looking to add all of our additional pages, you can fill out that form. If you need help with testimonials being added, domain forwarding, and then we have those additional pages we can add, like download my app, what is my homework, Keller, nope, that's not it, local school search, mortgage calculator, any of those. We can get those added to your website for you. We can also help with Google Analytics setup so that we can help you track what's going on with your website. some blogs, listing landing pages, all this good stuff. This is stuff we will go in and create these for you. So it's not something you have to learn how to do. We'll just go in and do it. Build your business. Again, if maybe you weren't set up when we were creating these and you want to get one or two of them, you can come and fill these out and we'll get those set up for you. Down below, we have some compliance. If you are in a state that requires very specific compliance to be added to your website and things like that, you can come here, fill these out, and we will help you with those. Next, we have leadership support. We're not going to jump into that, but if you are on leadership and would like to take a look at those, you can jump in and check those out. Now, the last thing I want to take a look at with you guys is this marketing support. So we've added a few things recently here. The first one is the agent concierge. Now, this is the same as this free marketing templates. So if we go to agent concierge, this is marketing we will create for you guys. So we have marketing that you can use the templates and create on your own, or you can come fill out this quick little form and we can create the marketing for you. So if we hit start on this button, it's going to let us go through a few questions. So is this your first time or not? We will fill that out. What's your market center number? Are you creating this for yourself or someone else? So maybe you are the listing agent and someone else is holding an open house for you. You want to help create some marketing, you can click someone else or yourself. Your name. Now, do you want to see our most popular designs or every design we have available? I'm going to go ahead and go with all so you guys can see them all. And then what type of design are you looking for? Are you looking for social media posts, flyers, postcards, or all of the above? Then it will allow you to come and look through the different templates we have. You'll select one. Now this is for social posts, as you can see. The next one will say flyers, so come and pick the one that you like. And then postcards, you can take a look at those, pick one out. From there, it's going to have you put in the address. I'm just going to type 123 Main Street for today. Next, what is the status of the property you're creating marketing for? Is it for sale, just sold, pending, listed, open house, or under contract? Now, if you're selecting open house, it's going to ask you next for the date and time. If you're selecting one of the others, it's going to go straight into your email address. So depending what you're creating, you go ahead and add your email. Next, phone number. Let's grab that one down here. Next. Do you have a headshot you'd like to add? You can go ahead and grab that here. Do you have a logo you'd like to include? Comments you might want to have, and then you will review and submit. So here it will allow you to review all of the information, double check those flyers and things that you picked. You can also still edit those and pick a different one. Same for any of this other information. And then you can go ahead and submit. Now I'm going to go back. I don't want to actually submit this, but then we will create marketing for you. We generally say 2 business day turnaround time for this, but we always try to get it to you as soon as possible. So we try for same business day, but it's always going to be a 2 business day turnaround. Okay. Now, beyond that, we have some Gemini Advanced and Chat GPT prompts. Now, this one's brand new. So this just goes over using those items and how to, use them in your business. Some top prompts that you can take a look at and different things like that. So there's a ton of information there for those. If we go down, we have the monthly blog. This is a blog that you can request to be added to your KW website every month. So if you're looking to, enhance your SEO, and just add to your website, you can request that monthly blog. The monthly newsletter, we covered that one already, but same thing. We'll send out that monthly newsletter for you. And then lastly, you have templates. Now, these are going to be those templates that we've created, but you go in and edit them and customize. Now, you'll see there are agent templates on the right-hand side. We have listing social posts, flyers, postcards. We have email signatures. If you were to click on one of these, we're going to do social posts. It'll ask you what type of social post are you looking for. Has a few different options. We'll go with just sold. It's going to give you a bunch of different images here. If we click use this template, it's going to open up in Canva and we're going to have all of those available. So as we scroll down, you'll see we have all of the different ones. And we can start customizing these and using them for our own social posts. If it's not for just sold and you want to change this specific template, you can. These are going to be yours within your command or your Canva account now. So you can customize them and use them as you'd like. Let's go back. So those are the free templates. All of the ones on here are going to be directly through Canva. So you can use those. Same for email signatures. It's going to have a bunch of different images. If you click that use, it's going to open in Canva with all of them, okay? So you can start customizing that, make it your own, and add it to your email signature. All right, guys, the last thing I want to cover with you guys before we jump into questions, again, we're going to have plenty of time for questions. We usually get done a little early with this class. I want to just jump into command with you guys really quickly. If it will pull up, there we go. So once we're in command, I just want to go over a couple of those profiles. I know I mentioned that there was about 3 different profiles. Let's take a quick look at those and the things that you may want to reach out to your office staff to update. So if we log into command and we click on our name in the top right corner, the first one we're going to take a look at is the My Profile. Now, this profile is primarily an internal profile. Most of this information does not feed outward. However, some of this generic information in the About Me will. For example, like your designation, service areas, things like that will probably go outward. However, if you're updating your bio and your photo on this specific profile, it's not going to update in Command or your website or anywhere else. You can turn this on. This allows you to be displayed on that kw.com that we were looking at when we were taking a look at the setup. So you want to make sure this is on if you'd like to be seen on there. If you are missing your real estate license information here, this is something your Market Center staff will need to add to activate you as an agent. Most likely your role needs to be updated as well. If you were to come down to your office, you'll probably see administrative staff. So if you are a licensed agent, make sure you reach out to your office, get that updated. That can prevent your consumer app from branding to you. So super important to get that one adjusted. If you are not seeing MLS listings and you are a licensed agent with an MLS ID, you will want to also reach out to your staff to have that MLS ID added to your profile. Again, these are things that you can't add within your own command, so you'll want to make sure those get added. And again, if you're seeing a role that is not agent or something like that, you probably want to get that updated, okay? We're going to go back for a second. And we're going to take a look at the referrals profile really quickly. Now, the referrals profile, this is only going to feed to the referral network within Command. So this allows you to share information with other KW agents to hopefully earn some referrals. So you can come in and edit this by clicking Edit. There's not a ton to edit here. However, you can add those service areas, you can add your social links. You can also turn off if you don't want to appear in the referral network, or if you want any of these pieces of information turned off, you can toggle those off as well. Once you're done, you just hit Save Changes. On this profile, if you want to edit the photo, you just click that photo and it will allow you to change that. You can also change the banner if you'd like. Now, the last profile we're going to take a look at is going to be in settings. This, in my opinion, is going to be your most important profile. I'm going to switch to the personal account. It's going to be under Connect settings and the marketing profile. Now, this profile is the one that feeds over the information to your KW website and to your consumer app, as well as some of your marketing within Command. So this is most important. Again, in my opinion, make sure it's turned on and you have a green light. And anything with a red asterisk will need to be completed to make sure that's turned on. Most likely, if you've done setup with our team, this is all completed for you. However, if you need to make any adjustments or add anything extra, you can come through here and make those changes. Once you're done, just make sure you hit save, and all of those changes will update. Usually within 30 minutes to an hour, but in some cases, it can take up to 72 hours for changes to update on the various platforms. All right, guys, that is the profiles I want to show you, and that's everything I really wanted to cover with you guys today. I'm going to stop record and we're going to get through all of these questions. So if you have any, drop those in the chat. If you don't have any questions and you want to hop off, that's totally fine too. Thank you for coming today. I hope this was helpful. And please reach out to our support email if we can help with anything at all, okay? Have a great day, and let's stop recording and go through questions.